Good day, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. My name is Chief Dog 74. As we load into the map here, let's get on into this one then. So we're back on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. I'm glad that everyone, at least the feedback on the last episode was positive, and you guys want to see me do this series. And this time, unlike 2 years ago, however long it was that I did the series previously, I'm going to actually stick with it this time. Yeah, today we're just gonna continue on with either side of the licenses or ranks or whatever. You can see how many we've, how many missions we've done on either side there. So I'd recommend that you check out the previous video as well. I plan to do maybe 4 or so missions per video either side, but that could end up changing. Maybe I do an episode of police and then an episode of racing next time or whatever. It's up to you guys' feedback. But anyway, we're looking to do the Pass Master Rapid Response set at 9 PM with rainy and thundery conditions, and we just need to reach the goal in the fastest time to get gold or distinction in the police's case, and we are required to go forth in 6.4 miles at 9 PM, and we've got to respond to a case here. There you go, confirmation from the lady. But if you're unaware of what the rapid response is like, for the police it's basically just like a time trial. But the police's version of the time trial is if you crash into a wall, you get a penalty of 2 seconds. So that gets added instantly to your time. And if you crash into a pedestrian's car, or civilian car should I say, not pedestrian. If you crash into a civilian's car, then that adds 3 seconds. So there are consequences if you crash other than obviously being slowed down, whereas on the racers version you don't get these penalties. But there you go, you can see hit traffic plus 3 seconds, and they give you a bit of a grace window as well, so you don't get piled on if you hit a traffic car and then hit the wall. But we've already got a 3-second penalty, which isn't great. A minute down, but we've got 2 minutes 40 to get a distinction time, so we should be good. We're in an old Porsche police car. This one, I don't think it was in the original game. I think this is a new event in the remastered version, or they either swapped this car in or whatever. But I don't ever remember there being any old police cars, which is quite cool that they've decided to add this. As we try and weave through the traffic, and you may have heard that I was playing around with the sirens a bit, which you can do if you press the horn button, which is L3 on the PlayStation. But we once again crash into a bit of traffic as we're trying to dodge and weave through. We narrowly avoid 2 box trucks here as we continue to try and go towards our objective. So less than a mile to go now, but there's 6 penalties, and we've got about 30-ish seconds to make up that mile. So as we now approach through the highway, or the motorway as we like to call it here in Britain, we now come over the bridge, see the smokes, and cross the line to stop the metaphorical, or it's only a practice run, criminal in his tracks in the Audi. But we get the distinction time fairly comfortably in the end, despite the penalties, and we get ourselves currently 2 rewards as we see our efforts stacked up. And those 2 rewards include 2 new cars. So the first of the 2 cars we've been given is the Porsche 911 Turbo, so the car we just drove pretty much. Classified on how much it costs, which is quite interesting, but it came out in 1982. This car that we're being given, the Nissan 370Z, is not as old. I think this is a 2011, 2010 car. Well, it's 2009, worth 30 grand. So, you know, good stuff that we're increasing our car collection again. But that's a pretty solid start to the episode then. As now we look to go into the hot pursuit, let's have the lady explain some new equipment for us.
Your car has been installed with the latest anti-pursuit technology, the Spike Strip. Based on SCPD technology, the system releases a lethal spiked strip from the rear of your car. If another vehicle drives over the strip, they will be damaged and temporarily immobilized. Use the moment well and make your move. Your vehicle can only carry a limited number of strips and will take time to recharge after each use, so only fire when you are confirmed a hit. Your heads-up display will let you know when the system is online.
So that is a good piece of equipment that we've unlocked then. Later on you seem to, you know, they give you them quite often and they give you them in fairly big batches. As we choose the Lancer Evolution X from Mitsubishi, end up choosing the colour in white. So it's quite cool that we've been given another weapon to use this time. Again, just the goal is to get first pretty much, but rather than it just being a race, we now have to contend with cops as we start at 6 AM in the day, and we start off on the grids with a 7.5 mile goal. Breach of the Peace is the name of the mission, and we get a lovely cinematic of us all racing towards the objective. So starting in fourth, only 3 others ahead. We've got a Nissan 370Z and Mazda RX-8 that we just overtook, and my favourite car, the Subaru WRX STI hatchback version, as we take this shortcut through this manor with this expensive house, whatever. Go straight through to the other side, and now we continue on our way. But as we turn around this corner, look at the top, the red scanner is flashing because we have police after us. The interceptor unit from Ford that we used in the last episode is now chasing us as we take this shortcut through the observatory, and we have spike strips online and available to use when we want to, and currently only being chased by one. As we drift around the corner, we've got into first through having that shortcut, but the cars behind are catching us as we've been called in for a roadblock here. So there's a roadblock ahead. Of course we used roadblocks last time, this is our first time encountering them on the other side, so looking to go through the gap and get through it fairly cleanly, as we have the Subaru all over the back of us. But we're going to take another shortcut in the form of going through the police station and just racing through here, which saves a little bit of time. But the cop has also followed us through here, asking us to pull over. I'm afraid that's not what is going to be done of us, as they're now responding to us. And ahead you can see that there is yet another unit of the same caliber, so looking to try and escape from him, as the other guy seems to have fallen a bit behind. And we hit a spike strip on them as well, which is exactly what we needed, and then sort of awkwardly get pulled into this part here where we've got a roadblock, so we crash into each other here. But then for some reason this guy spawns all incorrectly, just gets spawned back and then crashes into the guy and then gets respawned again. So a bit weird with the AI there, but it's cause for a funny moment as we try and deploy another spike strip, end up missing that one. So that one was unsuccessful, but no need to worry, there'll be plenty of other opportunities ahead. And as we try and take out this cop, we end up missing and crashing straight into the barrier. That is not what you want to do. Oh dear, that was a bit silly. And then as we come out, the guy is in reverse, crashed into another cop. We send this person straight into the traffic car there as he gets stopped, and we decide to take this shortcut through this train yard. This time though, we are once again followed by a cop car, and I get caught looking behind here and end up crashing into a train. So yeah, all manner of chaos in this pursuit. But we come out ahead, still in first, and the shortcut's done its goodness as we enter now a mine. And for some reason I decided to turn left in not so you know, strict left. Turn a bit too early for that one, and again caught looking behind, so we end up getting slowed a bit, but the spike strip bounces off the wall and completely takes out that cop car, and we go through a roadblock in the invincibility frames that we have, and as we come around the corner we can see the smoke and we can see the finish line, so we cross it, send a little spike strip out for celebration, and it ends up coming across the line with us. Unfortunately can't take out that car, but that's a gold award for us. And we get another reward as well for finishing first. Gain more bounty, just get over to get another car. So again, making good progress. But we get the BMW Z4S Drive 35IS, that was a bit of a mouthful, as a car unlocked. So 60 grand's worth of a BMW there. It's pretty solid. And we also get the Audi TT RS, which is one of my more favourite cars, to be honest, from Audi. So glad we've got that one unlocked as well. That one's in the performance series, so a step above the cars that we're currently driving, but good to have it unlocked. And now we go back to the police force, and just thinking about which one we want to do, I end up deciding to do the Do Look After It preview. So we get to drive an Aston Martin 177. Haven't really heard of this one too much, but yeah, we need to get the distinction time of 1 minute 51. Time is 6 PM with conditions being sunny, so 151 is the target in this rapid car. As you can see, we're very far off from unlocking it. We need to be at 875,000 to get it. We have 32,160, and we are called in for pursuit to try and get there to roadblock off the car. So
this is a training exercise, but you will be evaluated as if this was a live situation.
Being told to basically treat it as a live situation, but we'll try our best, as again, same rules apply here. If you crash, then you get a bit extra time, as I just showcased. So not a great start, already got a collision there and another one. So yeah, a bit risky through there, that shortcut. Thought about taking that shortcut as well to the right, but I think it ends up sort of just slowing us down, so I decided to stick to the tarmac instead. We do a lovely little drift here and continue on our way, trying to respond to the call that we've been given, as we now have this horseshoe sort of corner, which is really lovely to drift through, just skimming the outside of the corner there and continuing to sort of drive through traffic. We hit our top speed of about 228 miles per hour in 7th gear, spin around this sort of hairpin horseshoe corner, narrowly avoid traffic there, and we're continuing on our way. Probably should have taken that shortcut, to be honest, but hopefully we'll be able to keep it on the road. As I say that, we end up having a collision, and yeah, we're just trying to make sure that we get ahead. We've only got a few seconds left, as we, you know, this corner is pretty tricky through that hairpin. End up slowing down. Are we going to be able to make it? No, not quite. So I end up deciding to restart and re-go again. So second attempt here, speed it up a little bit. I'll also lower the volume because the tyre screeching is incredibly loud when it's sped up. But it's all for nothing in the end, because we end up crashing and get yet another collision, and this one's crashed us out completely, so it's a complete dead stop, as well as a 2-second penalty. So we speed it up again, just trying to, you know, gain back the time that we lost. Turn around this corner and bam, there's a car straight in front of us. Another 3 seconds added to us. Probably should have been 7 after we hit the wall again, but let off for that one. But not been a great run so far, so hopefully we can make it back in the second leg of this sort of event. We end up colliding at the front of the shortcut, So whether it's going to save us enough time is another question, as we end up colliding, hit another wall as we're trying to regain the car's composure. And as we speed it up again, you can see that there's no chance that we are going to be able to make it across the line in time. So we go for a third time. Hopefully third time is lucky, as we get the call to be respondent again. So this time we're going to go and drift through this corner rather widely in case there's a car that appears out of nowhere. Don't take this shortcut this time because it doesn't seem to save us enough time. I think our car's a bit too low to the ground, and you know, there's just so many risks of us keep crashing, and we end up getting top speed already. So I think it is actually beneficial to skip that shortcut in the end. We take a wide line through here so we don't make the same mistake of if a car just randomly spawned in there, as we don't really get a favourable spawn because there's a car there and there's a car up ahead. So we keep very much to the left around this corner, still sticking to the left as we drift around the horseshoe, continue to go around other traffic and then slow it down completely to make sure that we take a good shortcut through here. No penalties as of yet, so we're doing a lot better than what we've done previously. Narrowly avoid the pickup truck there. He wasn't necessarily positioned in the best way for us, to be honest. And you know, continuing to be cautious through here as we approach this chicane, which has screwed us up so many times. There's a car in the way, slight tap on the wall, so we get a bit of a 2-second penalty. Narrowly avoid the wall here, just about. And I think this time we got it in the bag, as yes we do, across the line, and we stopped the hypothetical situation. We ended up looking after it, and that's a distinction award for us in technically 3 attempts, but only 1 completed attempt, as we gain some extra points just about again, get a new car. So that is good to progress our garage again, as it's the Audi TT this time on the police side, which I think has a quite cool livery, to be honest. So good job from the developers there. As we return back to the map, we're going to do, unfortunately, one final event. I did think about doing this intercept event on screen here. I thought about doing it after an event from the racers side, but we end up choosing to do a race and get forced to use the BMW that we got previously. Yep, that's okay, I guess. Starting time is 3 PM, sunny conditions. Again, the goal is just to get first. No cops will be in this one because it's a race. Future Perfect is the name of the mission, and so hopefully we can do well here with 7.6 miles. Again, starting at 3 PM, and let's see what we can do as we get a picture of some parts of the track. Most of it is actually from the event that we just did, but this time we're lining up with 6 of the exact same BMW, all just with different colours between us as we go from the starting point. And we got 3 red BMWs, we've got a white BMW, we've got a grey BMW, and we got our brown coloured BMW, although it's more of like a bronzy-ish colour. But already we're getting acquainted with our fellow drivers here, as we have some slight collisions, but nothing to really report on, as we're up to 3rd. Decided to take the shortcut. Probably in hindsight, probably should have figured out by now that the shortcut is obviously not gonna get us fast enough, as we pull out into 2nd, end up being 3rd and almost 4th at this point, almost 5th, as there's a car also straight behind us, as we try and sort of squeeze him to the outside without completely crashing him. And as we turn around this corner, oh look, he's surprised here, there's yet another car, and so we crash into him. Unfortunately not completely crashed out like the fella behind us, but it's not been a good run so far, as there's another car, and for some reason I I don't know why, I just started to drive towards him, attracted to his pickup truck for some reason. And so now we're down to 6th, around the horseshoe corner, but fortunately we do have the shortcut ahead, which most drivers don't really take shortcuts unless you're in front. But it doesn't matter in the end anyway, because we crashed straight into this guy and we're completely crashed, and we're completely dead last now and quite far behind in last. So yeah, thank God there is this shortcut here, because it's definitely going to save us a bit of time by going through. As you can see, we are probably going to rejoin just about in front of first, and yes we do, as there's 2 cars side by side, so it was quite hard to tell that there actually was 2 cars, but we come out in front with 2nd and 3rd right behind us, and end up going off the road a little bit there. That was a bit of a stupid mistake because we were looking a bit too far behind. But 4th here started to join the party a bit, and as we try and do a little bit of a switchback move onto this BMW, can't really get it done, have to go in between him and a traffic car, and then we have the inside line for this car, for this turn should I say, and we get back into first, so and start to pull a bit of a lead, to be honest. So good work from us there. And there's another shortcut that we probably should have taken there, but I doubt it would have saved too much time. Again, there you could have taken that shortcut, but I don't know if it would save us enough time, to be honest. As we round this corner, there's a guy with a paraglider up there. We narrowly avoid the pickup truck. We dash through the residence here of some rich guy's manor, or whatever this is, a hotel, I'm not entirely sure. And the car gets a bit unstable, another paraglider is up ahead. We take this shortcut, and it's a bit barreling through the dirt. Crashed into the wall a few times, and now I'm a little bit nervous because you can see we've got to go around the outside of this corner, whereas everyone else is in front of us. We grazed the wall a little bit, and we've ended up coming out worse after that shortcut. Only able to salvage a 3rd if we've crossed the line. So yeah, not a great run, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna have to retry this one, but unfortunately we're going to be retrying it in the next episode, because that is all we have time for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, then please be sure to hit the like button, comment on anything you enjoy below, subscribe if you enjoy all of my content. But until then, it's been Chief Dog 74. Thank you all for the support on the series, and I'll see you guys in the next one.